Yo, so due to my last video doing incredibly well and all the love and support y'all gave me, I appreciate y'all for that. I had, for the first time my entire time playing Genshin Impact and making content for y'all, I had someone beg me. Not just ask me, but beg me. He was like, yo, I'm a new player, but my account's doomed. This is one of the worst accounts you'll ever see. I'm like, all right, here, how about, we can do it on stream. Let's see what's going on. So of course for today, we're going to be helping out a new Genshin Impact player. We're going to be pushing him into the right direction, giving him advice, and hopefully fixing some of the errors he may have made. Now, this account is AR35. So it's a low AR account. And from what I see, it is probably free to play. Okay, no Welkin. I see no skins have been bought. Not even the free skins are even obtained yet. Yep. And I'm assuming all the top-ups are there. So this is a free-to-play low AR account. This is a very, very new player. So keep in mind that, of course, I can't obviously do that much, I assume, with this account. But let's look at the characters first. So a very large roster of 4 stars, of course, and Jean. Jean being probably one of the lower end of the 5 stars, but Jean is very nice early game because Animo early game is very, very strong. Since it's low AR, I don't want you to heavily invest into characters that don't need to be invested, because a lot of characters don't need to be heavily invested early game, right? You're still low AR35. You don't need to be farming gear. I would focus specifically on leveling up your characters to as high as you can, because a lot of characters gain a lot from levels. And of course, leveling up your weapons, which you do have a large roster of. You have an R5 Harbinger. Make sure to lock your gear that you want to use. So I see you will refine this weapon. I'll go ahead and lock these for you, assuming that you use it. Keep thrilling tales. That is also for sure. Let's go ahead. I already see we have 3 Favonius weapons, which I am very, very happy to see. So we have a Zhang Ling, we have a Jean official, there's a Chongyun here, Kaya that's leveled, which is very, very nice. But Sucrose and Hazel are not leveled, and I would recommend Lisa and Kali to be leveled. So let's talk about teams first with the account that we do have here, okay? So what's really strong early game is a thing called transformative reactions. So of course, low AR players, you're probably not gonna know what that means. A lot of artifacts and a lot of in-game mechanics, low AR players, you're not gonna know about. Transformative reactions, which are reactions that can't crit. So reactions that are like overload, swirl, and almost all the gentle reactions like hyper bloom, burgeon, burn, and bloom are all scaled based on your character level and elemental mastery. So those reactions cannot crit. Where then you have the crit reactions like vape and melt. Those reactions can crit. Spread and aggravate are like a blend of 2, so like it's counted as transformative and a crit reaction. Spread and aggravate are also counted as crit reactions, not just transformative. With a lot of your characters, you can make a lot of teams, honestly. In my honest opinion, first thing before I even talk about teams, Sensei, is there any characters that you do like or you want to play that because you like them? I want to know more about Chongyun. Okay, so I'll get into Chongyun in a second, but do you care about strength? If you only care about your favorite characters, then I don't really need to be talking about meta that much. If you do care about strength and care about meta teams, then I will talk about that. Is there no bet? There is no bet, and there's no Xingqiu, so I will talk about that in a second. I'll get into Chongyun in a second, but let's go ahead and first talk about who we can work with here. So, but what you do have is already a really good aggravate team. So, aggravate is a very, very, very simple team that I can probably showcase off very, very simply with these 4 characters. What I would do is, if you care about a very, very strong team that can absolutely beat Abyss, this team can absolutely beat Abyss, this is the team to do it. You also have MC. So again, I still don't know how to use artifacts. Okay. Artifacts is a whole separate topic. We'll talk about artifacts later. That's a completely separate topic. But let me go ahead and... Why do you have 760 resin? Don't tell me he used all his fragile steel. Oh no! Tip number one, I should have said even before getting into characters, save your fragiles till you're level like AR50. Just save your like 45 minimum, but just save your fragiles. Please save your fragiles. Okay. Don't have this ruin my credibility. We don't mention this. We don't talk about this ever again. So how am I gonna do this? Okay, it's fine. I would recommend this team. And when you get Beto is gonna be so much better here. If you get Yao is a fantastic option instead of the main character because she can heal, right? Now, a team that I was also going to recommend is not this. You could do this, but it would just impact, like you would just have to maximize Zhangling's damage, and it was actually going to be a team revolving around Zhangling. So in this team, if you replace Barba with Xingqiu, we're close to Lantern Right. So in my humble opinion, when we get to Lantern Right, you should be picking Xingqiu, replacing Barba with Xingqiu, and then this is a team. Level your animal characters. I'll talk about levels in a second. Tongan, unfortunately, is not great. If you were to use Tongan in the current state of your account, I would probably do something like this. Stop. What do you think you're doing? Yeah, I'm talking to you. What do you think you're doing? You're this deep into the video, and I don't see a single like or subscription from you. I can make more content for you like this. And you'll always be notified if you press that little bell too. So come on, do yourself a favor and do me a favor. We both win in this situation. All right? Yes, this is Hazo team. Aggravated Hazo. Hello, Bubbly, by the way. Welcome to the stream. Global Swirl. Do it again if I wanted to, but I really didn't need to. You only need a Global Swirl once. I love this team, and a lot of my normal frogs really hate when I use this team, to be honest, because, well, it's very meta, to be honest, but again, like, come on, it's one of the strongest teams in the game, and in my opinion, it's fun. I don't play this team a lot, but I mean, listen, I gotta have fun every once in a while, right? God, I hate this enemy, I'm not gonna lie. This gear guy might be #1 cringe lord. Like, God, I hate him. Just a little bit more, and we should all be good. Just die, please. All right, one of my favorite teams. I love this team a lot. As you can see, you could use Lisa and Ashley instead of Beto if you, again, don't have her. It won't be as good, but it can still perform. Yao in this specific abyss is pretty important because you're gonna die. This boss is very, very aggressive, so keeping high HP is just very, very, very important. Like, one hit from this boss will take you down to about 60% of your max HP. It's a lot of damage, so you know, trying to mitigate as much as possible. Just a little bit more, and we should all be good. There we go. My Hazo's on damage, yeah. EM Hazo is not as good as Crit Hazo. Yao's a very, very good character. So anybody who has Yao should be playing her. Fantastic character. These guys are pretty annoying to deal with without a shield, but again, just dodge right and you'll be alright. I didn't get Hydro Swirl on my Xingqiu. Did not vape as much as I personally wanted, but again, this team has so much damage it doesn't really matter. What's important though in this team, which isn't hard to do, but just make sure you get your Pyro Swirl because you're generating most of the team's damage. One of my favorite teams. I could play this team like every day if I wanted to. You could use Sucrose. Sucrose is still a fantastic option in this team. I personally like Hazel's like the way he plays in this team a lot more, just because I think Hazel's just more fun than Sucrose. And just like that, easy clap. This is probably going to be your best case team for a carry Chongyun. I would say the easiest team that you could build right now, Jean as a support. Yes, Jean is a support. Jean is most definitely a support. As I mentioned, right? This team is a very powerful team. If you get every single one of these characters leveled, don't worry about artifacts right now. Definitely do not worry about artifacts. What you should be using your resin on is bosses and character EXP. Get every single one of your characters to as high level as you can. Level up your talents and like that's it. Don't even worry about artifacts right now. If you do want to worry about artifacts, there's only like 2 sets that I would honestly just tell you to keep. Of course, anything like the I guess the power, like the specialty sets that you can get at like 5 stars. But if we're only talking about 4-star artifacts, keep every single instructor piece you got. Keep instructor pieces, because even me at AR60, I still use instructor set because instructor set is broken, especially if they have energy recharge on them. Like, this is amazing. Now, I would also tell you to keep your exiled pieces. Keep this set. Both these 2 sets you want to keep hold of. Once you get to the point where you can farm 5-star artifacts, you should probably be farming Viridescent or 4-piece emblem. Okay, that is the 2 things those are multiple things I would say. Here's for a low AR player. Okay, low AR player, enjoy the game. Enjoy the game and pull for whatever character you like. Okay, that's 1. 2, level up all the characters that you want to play and you want to use. Do as high as you can, and level up your weapons as high as you can. 3, understand how the character works that you're playing by reading it. Okay. 4, keep as many Favonius weapons as you can. Favonius weapons are the best weapon set in the game. Keep Favonius weapons. Okay. And don't be a dumbass. Okay, keep your fragile resin. Keep every single one of your fragile resin. Okay, don't be a dumb fuck and do this. All right, this has gone on long enough.